right, y'all, what's up? It's your girl Tipsee Tarot. So we are going to do a collective reading for Sagittarius. Why? Because it's Sag season, you heard? So we're going to tap into my Prisma Visions Tarot, and then we are going to pull some oracle cards just to get a nice, good, big picture of what's going on right now for y'all. All right, so my Sagittarius, y'all got the Tower, you got the Five of Chalices, the Seven of Chalices, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. So Sagittarius are working on a creative project right now, okay? This is why we have the 3, the 9, and the 10 of Wands. With this 3 of Wands right here, okay, this is all about there being some type of external obstacles. There's maybe some delays. You're coming upon some challenges, right, with this project. It's just like a fire. Sometimes we can be trying to light this fire, and no matter what kind of way we do it, no matter how we set up the sticks, it still will not light. So the best thing to do right now is to take some time to reevaluate like your strategy and find a different approach. Next, we have the Nine of Wands. So with this Nine of Wands right here, and I'll put it close so y'all can see it, right? With this Nine of Wands, it's like your idea took off, but I felt like it took off very, very quickly, okay? It took off really quickly, and now you're having some challenges and struggles maintaining it, which is why the Ten of Wands came out. I feel like there's more work than you anticipated. There's more planning and more strategy than you anticipated. So now Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising are carrying these heavy burdens. When you're in a creative process, a lot of times you just want to be the creator. You just want to create it, and that's okay. Know your strengths and know your weaknesses. If you need to be the creator, then you also need to learn how to delegate these responsibilities. So this Five of Chalices right here is all about making amends, moving on, and having setbacks, but not letting those setbacks truly set us back. There has been some type of loss, right? And you may have tried to move on from that. However, there may still be a lesson that is necessary to learn in this experience. Now with the 5 being with the 7, right? This is letting me know that you were living in an illusion. You're living in this fantasy, especially when it came to like a certain relationship or emotions. And this person turned out not to be the person that you could build with. They had very immature energy. They may have been somebody that was greedy and fixated on money, and not really noticing the beauty around them. The Seven of Chalices also comes up for us, right? When we are using sensual pleasures to distract us from more pressing matters. And when I mean sensual pleasures, this could be shopping. This could be too much, you know what I'm saying? This could be too much of this. It could be too much eating. But just using other things to kind of keep you in this illusion and your fantasy so you don't have to deal with the reality of things. Yes, you are overburdened by this creative project. However, if you can reevaluate your strategy, I definitely see this project bringing abundance. Remember that just because you are distracting yourself, that doesn't mean that the issue is going to go away or disappear. So we also got the Tower in reverse, okay? And the Tower in reverse doesn't necessarily mean catastrophe or disaster. It means that you have some time before this cliff underneath erodes completely and there is disaster. Like you have an opportunity to change your destiny and to actually have control, but we need to focus on what we can control instead of what we cannot control. A lot of times we'll focus on the external things because the things that are in our control, some of those things we need to face, right? Because it has to do with our bad habits, our inconsistency. We also got the Knight of Pentacles. And with this card, y'all can see, right? He has the pentacle as his shield. This man's ain't got no shoes on his feet. I think he's really oblivious to the fact that he's even on this mythical creature, this unicorn. He's looking out for danger. But as you can see, if danger comes, The only thing he has to rely on is that pentacle as a shield. He ain't got no shoes. So what the hell he gonna do? This card is a representation on someone who is fixated on money. Very dependent on their money. Seeming independent, however, they depend on the money, and all they kind of see is their success being in the material. They actually are oblivious to the beauty around them. So this is letting us know that we need to back off a little. Just like the guy said, we need to reevaluate our strategy and we need to back off. We need to take a step back because we're in it and we're missing opportunities. We're missing signs. We're missing, like, literally downloaded messages because we're only fixated on the material. Learn to appreciate the magic that makes your lifestyle possible, showing gratitude. This is somebody who's very full of themselves. He thinks that, okay, I get into some combat, this shield gonna protect me. No, you're gonna step on a rock, on a stick, you're gonna stub your toe, and you're gonna get effed up. Now, if we can change these things, right? If we can make better decisions, stop being so indecisive, distracting ourselves with sensual pleasures, knowing how to cut ties from certain things, certain relationships, certain people, situations, and places, and actually learn the lesson, then we will achieve this 10 of Pentacles, right? We will have the success. We will have the generational wealth. We will have abundance in all things, not only material. This is all about getting there and then focusing on maintaining what you have achieved. However, because there's always a however, right? If we cannot learn what we need to learn during this time, this is inevitable. An upright tower is inevitable. Divine intervention is trying to come in and let you know, hey, take a step back, all right? Weigh out the pros and cons of your options. Also, stop giving yourself so many options because it's just confusing yourself. Stop living in this fantasy world. If we don't evolve, and I'm saying we, not we, but Sagittarius, if we don't evolve, right, that 10 of Pentacles is going to turn from success and achievement into financial loss, into strained relationships. And with that Knight of Pentacles, because you know it's coming out and it's talking about fixation on money, it makes that 10 of Pentacles turn into using money, material things to fill a void, to try to find fulfillment. However, we all know that fulfillment, true happiness, doesn't come from money. Comforts come from money, and we all desire to live comfortably. However, ultimately, it's not money and material things that make us happy. It's experiences. It's having real sisterships and healthy relationships and, you know, great bonds and connections, not only with family, but with the earth and everything that is around us. So my Sagittarius, right now you may feel a little shaken up. You may feel a lack of inspiration. So I inspire you to do things that inspire you, to tap into the earth. Okay, I know you a fire sign, but baby, you got to go outside. You got to go ground that fire. The passion is real. The drive is there. But if all you have is passion and drive and no plan and no strategy and no structure, you ain't going to get nowhere. Every creative project that you begin will fizzle out. Just like a flame, it'll be gone. Now, since the guys brought up relationships and this creative energy, we are going to tap into the Oracle deck, okay? So stay tuned. We're going to take a little commercial break. I love y'all for tuning in. And yeah, we're going to hop into relationships for my Sagittarius. Stay tuned. So before we start the love aspect of our Sag reading, right, I got to tell y'all what just happened to me. Legit. I did the first portion of this reading, right? And I'm like, okay, everything's Gucci. I'm downloading it or whatever. Then all of a sudden, Here comes Mercury retrograding. The video would not download. It kept getting to 66% and then be like, can't download. Press again to retry. And I'm like, bitch, I done retried like 10 times. I'm tired of this shit. Then finally, when I moved from my desk to the living room, the video want to download. So we all good. Because a bitch should not want to have to screen record that entire thing all over again. So in the first half of this reading, right, we talked about the 5 and the 7 of chalices. So there may be someone as of recently that you've had to cut ties with and separate from and tap out of the illusion. You may have been using intimacy or sex as a way to stay in the fantasy and stay connected to this person, but it is no longer working. The challenges keep presenting themselves. So let's see what Spirit has from our Twin Flame Journey Oracle, okay? So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. Okay. So we got nostalgia. This is somebody that is probably from your past, that you have a lot of past memories with. This is somebody that has abandoned you, like you feel abandoned in this situation. Possibly somebody that you met in the summertime or connected with in the summer, okay? You were craving commitment, but that's something that they could not do. And because you had a past with them, you thought that they were going to change, you know what I'm saying? However, everything in divine time, and the divine timing card came out, and this is not the right time. Compromise. There's an issue of compromise in this relationship. However, Spirit's also saying that certain things like commitment cannot be compromised. Okay, that is one of the things that can't be compromised. And loyalty. This flipped up, and look what came out. Deception. And we have the commitment card and we have the compromise. We are not going to compromise what we deserve. And if this person is deceiving you and doing deceitful things, listen to your intuition, okay? And this is why the situation had to end. You may have had a family with this person, or maybe this person ended up creating another family with somebody else. We also got the awakening card. This person is not awakened yet. They're not ready to face their shadow self. They're not ready to face the challenges or reflect on what it is they need to reflect on so they can get to the next level. You may have also felt bound to this person. This card, obviously, it always reminds me of the Devil card and the tarot. You need to separate and cut ties. And not all the time does that mean doing a cord cutting. Because like I educate a lot of people on, cord cutting isn't always necessary, and at times it can actually create karmic ramifications. Because as they said in the reading before, right, with the 5 of chalices, there may be a lesson that still needs to be learned from the situation. We got offer and receive. So Spirit is telling you to get out and make an offering. This offering could be in the form of, like, it doesn't have to be for this relationship specifically. It could be for self-love. It could be, you know, to heal so that you can be in alignment with the love that you desire to attract. And Spirit is letting you know that it will be received. Now it's winter time. It's time to get on that horse and refocus. Don't let the maze of the tall grass distract you from where you're going. Yeah, there's going to be challenges ahead. It may get a little stormy, but do not lose your focus. Do not lose your direction. You are Sagittarius. When you aim your arrow and you shoot, you always hit your target. So don't let this connection, this loss, because it wasn't really a loss. This was a lesson, okay? And it is something that you learned in the previous relationship. However, you didn't apply it this time. And that's the thing. We're always going to have these tests. We need to make sure that what we learned, that we can actually put into practice and put into play. Now, let's see if Spirit has any more messages from this deck. If not, we are going to tap into the Cosmic Oracle. And Spirit said, I got more for you. And see, yeah, you were settling with that relationship. You were settling. All because you had memories with this person. You were letting the illusion of who this person was distract you from who they are now. They're showing you who they are. When somebody, shows you who they are, believe them, okay? Don't let your emotions, don't let past feelings get in the way. Stop holding so tightly onto that. It's time to focus on you, Sag. It is time to focus on you. Focus on this creative project. You let this relationship distract you, and now things have kind of become a burden, not only with your creative project, but emotionally. You have big dreams, and these big dreams are not impossible. They are so achievable. But it's time for you to reinvent yourself. Now let's tap into the cosmic energy deck. All right, let's clear it. 1, 2, 3. Sag, Sun, Moon, woo! All right, hold up. You know what? I'm not messing with y'all today. Y'all, but and now you want to be funny. Let's stop. Okay. So let's see what messages Spirit has for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising from our cosmic energy deck. And like I always say, take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay. If the message resonates for you, then it is for you. Look at that, Hunter Moon. Have the courage to pursue your dreams. Have the courage to pursue your dreams. Stop letting emotions, stop letting these unconscious beliefs that don't serve you stop you from pursuing your dreams. And stop keeping your dream as a dream. You know, to bring a dream into reality, it's a thought, then you gotta speak it physically, write it, and then you got to actually take action. So you got to set those goals, right? Also focus on like balancing out your yin and yang energies. There's a lot of shadow work to be done, especially after this tumultuous relationship. So we got Leo and Gemini energy, and we also got Pluto energy. This Pluto energy reminds me of that Tower card we got in the beginning of the pool. So there is a lot of purging, releasing, and letting go that is being done with you right now, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? This purging is going to be very verbal, all right? You need to communicate it. You need to release it through speaking it. Maybe going outside and yelling in the middle of the woods, or I always suggest to my clients writing a letter, saying the person's name 3 times, and then speaking that out and then burning it. Then we got this Leo energy, right? Protecting and serving. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. You're always trying to protect everyone around you. Stop being Captain Save-A-Ho. You can't save everybody. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. I say it all the time. J. Cole said it, and it sticks in my head. The Gemini card is also about researching. However, I don't feel like this has to do with an external researching. I think you need to really dig down deep and seek knowledge within. And that's how we connect Gemini and Pluto, right? Because Pluto, not only is it about purging, releasing, and letting go, but it's also revelation and clarity. So by sitting with self, right? Because you're not alone. By sitting with self and going within to seek that knowledge, right? Because the knowledge is within you. We're always looking externally for the knowledge. A lot of time the knowledge is within, especially when it comes to the relationships and to our projects, our creative projects. Once you go within, you're going to have that revelation. You're going to get that clarity that you are seeking. Sages are very wise. Out of all the zodiac, Sages are one of the wisest, right? However, they let their emotions, they let their passion and their fire sometimes be to their detriment. So my Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, keep trekking it, right? Through this Mercury retrograde, through this tough terrain, you're gonna get there. There is always gonna be some type of work, healing, releasing that needs to happen along this journey. However, for you, it is not impossible. Just make sure that when you aim your arrow, you shoot with confidence and you hit that target. I love you.